aren't they? The tiny insects that cause a lot of damage, from ruining our wardrobes to chewing holes in our carpet. I didn't know that bit. Yeah. Moths can wreak havoc on our homes all over the place, apparently.
They're the pits. And as the warmer weather sends the numbers into overdrive, don't worry, Birtwhistle is here. The lovely Nancy with the easy-peasy ways to keep the pests at bay. Is it easy, Nancy? Because I tell you what, when they get a hold of you, they just eat everything.
Well, have you had them before?
Yeah. The last house I was in, we had to get it fumigated, would that be right?
Oh, yeah,
Did someone come round and do it?
Demothed.
Like the moth chaser, whisperer, dancer, I don't know.
Well,
bad.
I've done some decent research about moths because I didn't realise that it's two different moths, the clothes moth and the carpet moth.
Oh.
The clothes moth flies around, windows open, into your wardrobes, eating your
Little
jumpers.
moths, though, aren't they? Little.
Yeah, well, it's not the moths. The moths lay their
eggs.
eggs and it's the little grubs.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But that's only... So if you wear the clothes, they don't have the opportunity to do that, right?
It's the stuff that's sat there.
It's the stuff that sits there undisturbed, nice and quiet. You've put your winter jumpers away, and when you come to get them out, when it turns cold again, you've got these tiny little holes.
Always wool?
Natural fibres, so wool, they'll go for 100% cotton.
Would they?
Yeah. They'll go for leather, they'll go for suede, they'll go for sheepskin
robes.
All the great stuff. All the expensive stuff.
Leave the lycra, great, thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Now then, if you discover moths, I thought I'm going to talk about treatments first and then talk about prevention, because prevention's a lot better and easier. But treatments, there are harmful chemical... In fact, when I was a kid, old women like me used to smell of mothballs. Do you remember mothballs?
I mean, I only remember what they looked like.
I don't
think I've ever smelt one.
When I was little, they looked like polo mints on a string, and people used to... Because, of course, then they used to wear fur coats. They'll go for fur coats. Lots and lots more natural fibres back in the... Oh, pungent, awful, old women. It just smells of old women. And then they were withdrawn years ago because they found out they were carcinogenic and harmful. Even the fumes that gave off were harmful. Terrible. So they've gone, thankfully.
They're in the bin.
Yeah. Now, you can buy chemical treatments, but I try to do things naturally. So if you discover anything on your jumpers and things, wash everything. Freeze dry clean only clothes. This is because that kills them as well. But if you've got damage,
it's not much you can do.
But there is this natural diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth?
Which is a right mouthful. And this is a sort of ground up natural sediment, basically. And it's non-toxic, so it'll kill... I use it on my hens because I keep chickens.
What do you do with it?
And it suffocates the bugs, so you can use it on bed bugs.
Do you put it on, or do you just leave it?
You sprinkle it. So I've put it in a sugar shaker, so if you had...
Don't get that confused for your cinnamon.
No.
Yeah.
You want your French toast today, kid?
Yeah. So if you find it, you know, in your cupboards, in your drawers, all that sort of thing.
And it's OK, just...
Sprinkle it around on your carpets if you get carpet moths or anything. Leave it a couple of days and then vacuum it up.
OK.
So that's... And if you're going to go and buy a branded, eco-friendly treatment, this is probably what it is, and it's going to cost you a lot more than just buying the stuff. But let's talk about prevention, because it's better than cure. And lavender, you know, it's the moth season, but it's also the lavender season. And they hate the smell of lavender.
Nature finds a way.
Nature finds a way. They hate rosemary. They hate...
I see rosemary and lavender smell delicious, both of those things.
Bay leaves, they hate that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And for carpet moths, what I would do is put a few lavender buds in bicarbonate of soda, in a sugar shaker, shake that round my carpets, in the corners, pull your furniture out, all that sort of thing. Think about quiet areas that an insect would maybe want to go. And the bicarbonate of soda not only will protect your stuff, it will also freshen up your carpets. If you've got a fusty-smelling room or a doggy-smelling room or a tobacco-smelling room, it'll freshen things up as well.
So should you do it before... You know, like, if you're going to hoover it in, would you do it before or after?
I do it the day before, sprinkle it around and then hoover. And then give it... And do that maybe once a month.
Does hoovering itself not help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they'll go for quiet, undisturbed areas.
My whole body's starting to itch.
Your very expensive jumpers, you know, you can just put them in a plastic
Does it have to be vacuumed? Or...
Not really. I mean, these are my jumpers, and when I bought them, they gave me this bag, and now I know why.
Yeah.
And then, when we're talking about lavender, I've got a little take-home for you, Edith.
Go on. No.
Oh, you are the cutest.
So I've got some tips.
So cute.
I've got some fabric with little bugs on. And you
You're
can
the best, Nance.
and you can make your own little lavender bag. Now then, dried lavender. I pick my lavender when the bees have finished with it. So the flowers have died, but that's perfect now for lavender bags. And you just scrape the buds off into a bowl, and then I add, for every 3 parts lavender, 1 part uncooked rice, and just mix that up, and that does 2 things.
Are we going to do this now?
Yeah.
OK. Yeah,
that will... the uncooked rice will take on the lavender perfume.
Right, got you.
And just get you a bit more life out of it. And if there is any moisture left in that lavender...
add a bit of body to it, basically.
Yeah, and if there is any moisture left in the lavender, the rice will absorb it.
OK.
Nice.
You don't have to make your lavender bags. You can buy little jewellery bags.
I like my little bag. I'm going to pop that in.
Thank you.
And then...
Very kind.
Would you do one of these per drawer, Nance, or one of these per wardrobe? How would it work?
I'd put one of these in a drawer.
How much are we thinking?
Oh,
Up
fill
to
it.
the top? Yeah.
Fill it. And then I've just put a piece of sticky-on Velcro for the top.
You are so cute.
And then next year, you just tip your lavender out and replenish it with next year, and then just fasten that up.
And Nancy, is this a year-round problem? So would those eggs be laid and still eating in, like, December or something, or is it not?
They need warmth. So I don't know whether they overwinter, actually.
Yeah.
I've no idea.
What about when the
need the
heating
warmth.
goes on?
Yeah. Interesting.
It could be an all-round... It could be a year-round problem. Just let me tell you, if you're going to use your own lavender and you scrape the buds off, the little stalks, leave those dried, they are the most fantastic firelighters.
Are they?
Yeah, brilliant.
With a lovely little smell to it.
Yeah, with a lovely little
you
smell
can
to it.
imagine,
There. Have you got a fire? Do you have
I've not.
Do you have a
No.
fire?
Yeah, I'll take them all.
Take them.
Wonderful
Take
stuff.
them.
Lovely. What a
Yeah.
lovely...
I'd love a fire.
End of summer present.
So,
by the way.
and what you need to do with your lavender bags, you see, you can either put them amongst your drawers, or hang them round the coat hanger around your jumpers.
Yeah.
Keep them safe.
And your clothes don't necessarily smell of lavender, because that's the
No,
only
I know
thing that
you're worried
worries
about
me.
too
often, isn't it? Yeah.
They don't. I wish they would. But, I mean, when I first put my jumper on, I can smell it, but it's gone.
It goes quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You're not going to
Shave.
smell flowery.
Thank you, Nancy.
This
I mean,
is
there's some
so
good
nice.
shop stuff you can still buy, but this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.